Right.
That relating to it. I mean, bro, I'm talking about for an 18 to 24 month period, $10,000 to $15,000 easy. That's all I saw. So you thinking expansion, growth. I'm keep going.
Yeah.
But another point I'll make, he had an interview with Jamal Bryant, the pastor. I forget the guy's name, but he's a financial literacy guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about why should you accumulate so much of this business credit? Why are you getting all this? What's your plan? Right. And me studying it, but I think we talked about it. Because I've only tapped into law enforcement, man, I was living on that computer, them groups and all that, soaking it up. But I ain't thinking you getting all this credit. Where is the cash?
Right.
What's the plan?
Right.
Bro.
Hey, let's get started, baby. Episode 20.
Yes, sir. Good dialogue, baby.
Listen, I like the segment. Now I ain't gonna just have it where we just start the intro. I think have it pan into a conversation we already having. I think that's a lot smoother transition.
Indeed, bro.
But man, a couple weeks off.
Yes, sir.
Happy to be back.
Most definitely, man. Got that beach dip in?
You did.
Yes, sir.
You did.
With a little honey?
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
I've been going through it with the honeys, bro.
For real.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna find one, bro.
Now where you at?
I don't know. It ain't looking too good.
For real. Give me one. Let's expound just a little bit.
Okay, so you know how when you put yourself out there,
right,
and you know what you want,
right,
and then you got the others, who might want you, but you don't want them because you going after this one specific person.
Mm-hmm.
But the energy ain't there. It's like, I'm like, damn, is it me? Boom. So we chatting, we talking.
So you already got the number?
I had the number for a little minute.
Okay.
A little minute. And it's just like it's where we texting and then the energy just fades. And then I follow with a question. I'm like, damn, like how you feeling? Like, oh, I'm interested, but I'm just not in the space to be interested.
Man, talking about games.
Exactly.
Play with me.
Exactly.
See, bro. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Because
Miami is an extremely challenging place.
Spend too much time.
For example, watch this now.
Go ahead.
40 piece, Marriott for $200K. Yeah. 2 properties. Mm-hmm. Just giving you a little resume and profile. Women been working for Marriott since she was 18. This is a 40-year-old woman. Plenty money, bonuses, whatever. But it's her lifestyle. But for example, comparing it to the mind games, we never really talked in depth about a relationship. This is what she's saying.
Yeah.
I felt as if you got to a place where you were just coming over, having fun, just hanging out, but we never had these follow-up discussions. You got issues with me, I got issues with you. I wanted a full relationship. I felt like it turned into a situationship. But I'm a better...
It typically does.
But I'm a friend I'm a better friend than I am a girlfriend.
And this is what she's telling you.
You got to be I'll say, hold up. What I said, shut the front door. I'll be John Rob. How can you say you're ready for a relationship? You claim you want a relationship, but you're a better friend than you are a girlfriend. That highlights deficiencies. And you and I both know, because you're trying to live internationally and domestically, you have to increase the communication. Yeah. How can I be with a woman that don't know how to communicate? You could go the whole day without talking, texting, or calling me, but you sending me a DM at 11 o'clock at night. You fried, man.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I'm saying. Now watch this.
Go ahead.
Cut the water off.
Yeah.
I ain't dealt with it in months as far as physically. Mentioned something about, one day she called me from work. Let's just say she called me at 3 p.m. Talked to her for 2 minutes. Hey, I'm gonna hit you back. Never hit her back. She hit me up the next morning. You wanna see me, right? Bro, can we not say, this woman wanna see you. She called you the next morning.
Yeah.
I say, you don't make a wellness check? No, it's okay. Fast forward, she's saying, she's trying to reserve herself from me coming to the house. Because basically, long story short, she knows she gonna have sex if I come to the crib. That's all it is. Yeah. But you wanna play games. Oh, I got plenty of friends where we just talk on the phone. I don't see them like that. No, baby, this ain't no pen pal. You crazy.
Yeah.
But these are mind games that they play. And now you want to call me 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. I said, baby, no friends calling me that late. She's calling because she wants something.
Yeah.
But I'm just giving you a comparison to where ideally checking the boxes, but mentally or the consistency that's required, they can't do it, bro.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just have fun. That's where I'm at.
And that's the space I'm leaning to. I mean, I've been having fun, don't get me wrong, but it's those moments where I do want to lean in. I'm like, man, getting older.
Yes, sir.
I see how my parents' dynamic is working.
Right.
I'm like, what happens if something happens to me and
right.
I need that companionship.
For sure. We want it. We need it.
Caretaker, you know what I'm
saying? We need it, bro.
So, but yeah, man.
Love was different back then, though. Love was different.
It was different, but I mean, hell, we see people get divorced in their 50s and 60s.
For sure. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I think and thinking of how I read the first chapter of Psychology of Money.
Indeed. Yes, sir.
It's all psychological, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What was their experience and how did they get here?
Right. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So if my last, where we at? We're in 2025. So my last 10 years, basically.
Right.
2.5 relationships, but none of them went past like really a year. And then the one from Atlanta, although we broke up, still was talking. Right. She came down a couple times.
Right.
And long distance ain't meshing. She running her whole dentist office in Atlanta.
Right.
So she don't have the time or the communication. My schedule is crazy. Right. So now if you think about now trying to build something when somebody is for you. Right. Possibly.
Right.
And it's like in the back of the mind, and that's where you go to keep it like, okay, I'm gonna just keep this person tucked. Right. Don't keep me tucked.
At all. Ain't gonna work.
Yeah, don't keep me
tucked. Yes,
sir.
Let's say, let me add on that. The illusion of options is the problem.
As we always say.
From my last child, a woman I had a kid with, to the Marriott chick, to other women that I've dated. Yeah. They think that DM being lit up is legitimate. It's not. Yeah. He just want the skins, auntie. Right. That's it. Right. But you got to be wise enough to, as J. Cole said, love yours. Love what's in front of you. Mm-hmm. If a dude is, think about it. You're pursuing this young lady. You're saying, yo, I'm ready. Let's get it in. I'm consistent. I'm here. I'm looking around like, damn, I ain't got no deficiency. What the fuck going on? It's her, because she thinks it's something out there that she's trying to be patient for, as opposed to saying, here's my opportunity right here. Right. And I'm telling you, bro, that's what it is. And going to the 40 piece. Text me last night. Hi, 9:30 at night. What do you want, man? Because it's the reality of, damn, I had done shifted on and here I am, whatever's out here ain't really, because it's the vibe that it's plenty of men out there, but do they have the vibe?
Yeah. I be wanting to send them the text and be like, hey, life's short, baby. Because what you waiting on? Mm-hmm. And it's not too many times I even put myself out there in that manner, and that's what's upsetting me. Yeah. Because I'm just like,
yeah.
But I am being vulnerable.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the term.
Man.
Yeah. And she said she's not ready.
Yeah.
And you've been pursuing it for a while.
No, I mean, on and off pursuing, right? Because this is like the third time we done had this conversation. And like I said, it falls on me now. This is the third time we're having this conversation. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, prime example. Saw her out. We happened to both be at the spot.
Gotcha.
So drove her home. She was in her element or whatever.
Gotcha.
Tucked in, make sure she got home safe. I dipped. Me and her never been physical.
Okay.
Right? So now I'm thinking in the space of, okay, I showed up as a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But man, I don't work in 2025, bro.
No.
It don't.
No. Nice guys finish last, bro. I promise to God they do. Boy, bro, it is a interesting dynamic between you really showing bravado and saying, but I still got this side of me to where I'm a head of household. I'm good, I got good intent. But you got to give them a little attitude, bro. For whatever reason, they respect it.
And this is how now, as men, we end up having real options with multiple women because of how, like, the energy that you're showing us.
For sure. Oh, yeah.
And we say this all the time, bro. Like, if you ain't showing something, you got to look at me like I'm the breadwinner, regardless of what it is that I'm going through.
Right.
because you want the man to be the leader.
Right.
Right? So you ain't coming in with that energy. When I'm showing you the energy, come on. I can see if I ain't showing it.
Right. And for whatever reason, man, and I'm going on my experiences.
Yeah.
They usually get it late.
They do.
I promise, bro.
Bro, let me tell you.
They get it late.
Listen, and this happens to me time and time again. That's why I be talking to God. I'm like, damn, what is it? But it's like they meet me. They go through the experience or whatever, you know, because I'm as they say, there's a golden retriever and a black cat in a relationship.
Okay, I ain't never heard of that.
So the black cat is the one who initiate everything. The golden retriever is just the one who's following.
Okay.
Right? And that could be man or a woman.
Right.
I learned this from a Spanish chick at work.
Black cat and golden retriever.
Yeah. So anyway, so typically I'm not the initiator or the aggressive of the situation. I'm like, I'm gonna feel you out. You feel me out.
Gotcha.
And then if we decide to come together in the middle, then it's cool.
Gotcha.
So now, boom. Oh, you're not aggressive enough. You're too nice. Right. So you say the nice guy finished last.
Oh yeah.
So now, boom. A year later, 2 years later, whatever the years later are, months later, they come back around.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, what brings you back?
And they speak on it's trash out there.
It is.
Come on, man. See, we have to highlight Miami-Dade and Broward County. You got these drug dealers and these fraudsters they want the big chain. They want you wearing the Cuban link. They want the gold teeth.
But see, that's the thing. They want you to be put in a situation for a setup too, which is crazy. Then you gotta defend yourself.
Bro, it is a different dynamic, bro. It really is, man. It really is, bro. I just think you, as I said, you love yours, and you got to have a little bit of patience, bro. Yeah. Or you may have to go outside the typical environment to somebody that may be green, another state.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Different background,
right.
rearing.
That's why I say, I don't know if that was last episode we were supposed to put out, or the one before we was talking about the Puerto Ricans.
Most definitely.
We put the episode out, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. And that's how you end up there.
For sure.
And then they want to dog you as a black man because of
I wouldn't give a damn.
Reason.
I gave y'all a shot. Plenty of years. Boy, look here. Because let me give you just an experience. I going to the beach yesterday.
Yeah.
And
you went 2 weeks in a row.
Not I mean, yeah.
Okay,
yeah. No, but first, last time I went by myself. This time this with the young lady.
Okay.
My preference has always been, of course, I like thick girls. You know what I'm saying? But or petite, whatever. You know. But she has to have a certain shape.
Yeah.
But this particular young lady is a little bit on the thicker side. But you talk about humility, bro. A CO got her shit together. I'm not a materialistic guy, but it does play a part. You know what I mean? It does raise a little bit of eyebrow. Drive a Range Rover. Hey, okay, baby. You're a CO, but she been a CO 15 years. Okay. So she it's the income opportunities. This is the difference between my job and her job. So she has no less than 24 hours of overtime every pay period. So with that,
that's a lot of work. Boy.
Yeah. But most COs, if you know their quality of life, they spend a lot of time in their jobs. But a lot of them have goodies and assets. And
they do take a lot of vacations too. But
for sure. But no, just while I was there though, bro, whether it's her holding my hand, her, yeah, bro, yeah. I initiated it.
Okay.
And we just walked the strip, but then that turned into in the water, sitting on the sand.
For a lot of that beach?
Yes, sir. Telling jokes. Like, it was good vibe. I did not want that woman to go home, man. Because it was just like, even when we watching, looking at the water, she's in front of me, and I'm like hugging her from the front, and I just got my head on her shoulder, bro. And I'm at peace. I was at peace. Boy, I ain't had that in years, boy. Boy, it felt good. But it's, can I trust this woman? You feel what I'm saying? To give me these experiences. Because as I told her, it's seasons with women. Yeah, you seem real fun, nice right now. But I want to see you get mad. I want to see you apologize. Because as I told her, between my mama and the women I had kids with, boy, they are allergic to I'm sorry or accountability. I don't care if the house on fire, player, I don't know how. Let's check out the neighbor house. Maybe they started the fire. Like that, bro. Man, so, but nevertheless, my point was a preference that's outside of the box or what I'm not necessarily accustomed to provided me with the peace in a short period of time. And that's what I desire. So it may not be what you accustomed to or what you pursue. Like, Stephen A said it, but he's a sports reporter. But he talked about we like them 10s. We like what we like.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to take a little notch off and go for the 7-8. Because the 7-8 going to come with nothing else. Humility and appreciation.
Honestly, well, I ain't going to say that. Never mind.
Humility and appreciation, bro. Because them baddies, that's a headache with them, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, bro. Because they just arrogant.
Yeah.
He arrogant. Like, get over yourself, man.
Yeah, I think in that space, they just using what they got where they got it. Which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you end up seeing down the line sugar daddies. Right?
Oh, for sure.
The what you call it? The BBL started to happen. You know, like all the body dysmorphia, is that what they call it?
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get old, baby.
Yeah.
For the time when you feel. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Tough, bro. I'm in the entertainment section, baby. Entertainment only. Because it's my peace of mind, bro. Because at the end of the day, if this isn't necessarily what I want from a household standpoint, like taking you serious like that, I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And communication is everything. I'm gonna give you full clarity, baby. This ain't going further than him. But we could do everything. Go on trips, we could, hang out in the city, get something to eat, have fun. I'll bring you to the gym. But that's where the buck stop. Where the buck stop. It's just somebody gonna latch on. Yeah. And one thing I know about a woman is whatever your hobbies are, to get closer to you, she gonna act like she enjoy those hobbies. Oh,
I've seen that.
Oh yeah. Reading books, working out, hiking, whatever it is. Just to get around you. Yeah. Good luck, bro. That shit real, bro. Yes, sir. What we got up next?
Man, let's jump into let's go back to what we were talking about when we was on TikTok earlier.
Okay.
The Fawn Weaver and the LLC vibe.
Yes, sir.
That's a good conversation, man.
Man, go ahead. I'll let you.
You're more in that space than I am, so it's more so me listening to how you was able to maneuver the waters when you got into your situation. How did you decide to pivot and make a different decision?
Bro,
the only LLC I got is music. So
gotcha.
But ain't no cash flowing there. Right?
Gotcha. Understood. Well, to my understanding, Von Weaver she's the owner of Uncle Ernest, which is probably the most profitable liquor by any African American, in comparison to anybody else that's been in that similar space. But what was reported was she was given $100 million loan, and I'm under the impression this $100 million loan was the intent was to expand, whether that's more stores, more volume of bottles, boxes, etc. And she has since defaulted on that repayment terms.
Yeah.
So as we talked about earlier, as we were on live with TikTok, learning from experience, it doesn't necessarily matter what they give you. It is the repayment terms, because nobody is helping you go in business. That's just what it is.
Right.
Their intent is to profit. Mm-hmm. So in most cases, if they gave her $100 million, they either was gonna make 150 or 200. That's just what it is, because of that. Right. And also when you get to that high number, which we don't know what that benchmark is, but we know we're dealing with banks. You gotta have it's a personal guarantor. Your personal credit is connected to this money, in addition to probably assets and all the other things which we're not necessarily privy to.
Based on the amount that she took out.
Yes.
So if she would have took out $100K, it would have been all business.
Off the strength of her 800 credit score, I'm assuming, or great credit score.
But so, okay, as we go on with this, about at what point, because now you educate me, do you get beyond your personal credit being tied to the business credit?
Correct. Credibility, relationships.
Okay.
For example, John Hope. I think it's John, I'm missing his middle name, but John Hope is a guy in Atlanta, light-skinned dude. He talked about how he sold his business, and he sold one of his businesses and now is in business doing something different, where I believe he was given a $200 million loan recently that he said had no ties to his personal personal credit. It was all business. It was
John
all
Hope
business.
Bryant?
Yeah, John Hope Bryant.
Okay.
Yes, he's a prominent
I be seeing him talk.
business guy. Yeah, I look at his. I listen to his YouTube sometime too. But he's been in business. They just say he's been a businessman 20 years.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? To where he's respected in his particular space, to where the credibility in a relationship with that bank or that what did I just say, a private banker is there. You follow what I'm saying? And I don't know, Vaughn Weaver probably been in business, I don't know, maybe 5 years, something along those lines. She just don't have the credibility. She don't have the backing. You know what I mean? I mean, John Hope has relationships throughout Atlanta, you know what I mean, as he talked about. So I just think, if you don't have the credibility or the relationships, you got to put your personal guarantor. You have to put your credit related to it, in addition to, I'm sure, what assets connected to it as well. $100 million for alcohol? Come on now. They had to have what? Because at the end of the day, we giving you this money, we getting times 10x whatever, in addition to whatever the default payment terms were, which again we still not privy to.
Right.
And as we learned that she was in the red with this repayment terms, to where they got a third party overseer over that account. That's a lot of bread, bro. That's a lot of money, man. And the only thing that I hope didn't come into play is mismanagement of funds. Just because of the amount of money, bro. I mean, and as I said, similar comparison I was saying with gross, with truckers, where they make the mistake is they're paying bills off gross money, not understanding that you got to pay these bills.
Yeah,
gas, hotels, insurance, maintenance, whatever it is. But when you see that bread, you're not, unless you have a firm understanding that money's coming in and there's things that need to be taken care of after you pay those things, that's where your, hanging out money or whatever it is, that's where the mistake is. But just imagine that kind of money in your account, bro. Like, oh man, I know she couldn't breathe, bro. Like, what? $100 million?
So in this case, right, because you speaking on how you allocate funds.
Right.
And the game is out there, right? Mm-hmm. Most people know you have, say I get Amex business, right? But I have maybe 5 or 6 Amex business accounts for different things. So this is for the loan, this is for housing, this is for electricity, machines. Mm-hmm. So then okay, boom, after all this is paid, I can send the remaining allocated funds here. I'm sure she was doing it. That's why for her to go in the red like this.
It's the unpredictability, bro. Because I'm pretty sure before they approved that loan, they had to go through, there was a thorough underwriting process before they gave her that amount of money. The underwriting process, which I'm sure included her personal bank accounts, her business bank accounts, her beginning balances, her ending balances, years in service, years in that particular industry, relationships she's had, sales, tax returns, P&L sheets. I mean, that amount of bread had to have a thorough research underwriting process behind it. And I hate it for the sister, man. And she, as the snippets that I've heard of her, we know she's very intelligent, and I'm pretty sure she gave that business her all. And as we talked about, what is the coming out of that process experience? You're going to be dealing with some depression. You're going to be dealing with some anxiety. You're going to have a chip at your ego because we believe that we're intelligent and whatever we tap into is going to be successful. Yeah. So it's a lot out of that, man. I would hope not, but there's going to be some suicide ideations in that as well, just because it's contingent upon her support group. If she has a strong support group, spiritual backing, relationship with a pastor, things like that, she'll be fine. But if she one of them loners, successful loners, she gonna go through it, bro. She gonna go through it. People that supported her, or that people that she paid all their bills, that was the relationship. Me being the benefactor and the taking care of everything. Yeah, they gonna haul ass, man. So it's a lot, bro.
Yeah, and I get it. So now, okay, we talk about often not letting Black businesses fail, right? Right. Because we don't see them come around too often, right? And when they do, we should be full throttle support behind it. Indeed. I'm looking here. It's a whiskey. Right. Mm-hmm. 2017. Yeah. That's when it was founded. 8 years. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
As I said, that's a short time.
I know, but what I'm saying is, hey, Black people can turn this business around in a day. if we wanted to.
Right.
So, and my dad told me this back in the day. Whenever it was somebody in the neighborhood who was going through whatever problems, they'll have this like potluck.
Gotcha.
Whatever. So everybody putting in funds to get this person out of the debt that they're going through. $100 million ain't nothing, bro. If you really think about it, it's
damn, that deja vu.
What? Yeah,
this very conversation, bro. Wow.
It ain't really much though, because if what's the average bottle cost?
I'm assuming maybe $40-$50, depending on the size.
All right, so 50 divided by what? 100 million? What that is, man? Let me put out this calculator. Because if we really care about black businesses this way, this is what we should be doing.
Right.
We should be really getting behind.
A lot of zero.
Yeah, whatever. 1, 2, 3. I need 2 more zero. 3, 6.
I'm criminal justice major, bro.
I got it. So she needs to sell 2 million bottles.
2 million bottles.
2 million bottles. I don't know why I couldn't just do that math in my head, but yeah.
She said that though. From the last time I seen her on IG.
Well, she said just go buy the bottles.
Go buy the bottles. Go sell them out. Sell them out. That was the response to all the news that she challenged. Some of it was inaccurate, but go buy the bottles. Go
buy the bottles, man. Is there one specific Instagram we can call out outside of like Earn Your Leisure that black people can find true black news or true black like ways to support it? You don't know if I don't know of it either. No. From my experiences, I just follow certain entrepreneurs that have insight in their particular space. You know, John Hope Bryant, as we talked about. You know, of course, Wall Street, Earn Your Leisure. Right. Those are just a few. But it ain't many, bro. It ain't many. Yeah. No, it ain't many, man. More entertainment than education, for sure. Yeah. Go buy the bottles, man. You can come and pour them out. If you ain't no alcoholic. Let me not say alcohol. If you don't like alcohol. There you have it. But yeah, man, I think this is a good moment where we can step up and support. For sure. I'll go buy a bottle. Indeed. Uncle Ernest. Yeah. Uncle Ernest. Woo! And I'm a whiskey guy anyway, man. When I say whiskey, okay. When I say Kentucky. Gotcha. What? Yes, indeed. Yeah. Indeed. And I'll end with this. I think tapping into any business takes courage. Yeah. You know, a lot of people would rather have the comfort of a 9-to-5, which there is no comfort in a 9-to-5 whatsoever. Anything that's mirrors of fixed income, good luck. That's just what it is. Like your quality of life will not be impacted whatsoever. Tapping into the entrepreneurship space has its highs and lows. Yeah. Gray hair, stressors, reality checks, but it helps you navigate society because it's a challenge, bro. Like, I'm on the red side, but you can see, we can have in-depth discussions that these cats that working at whatever job, they don't know anything about it. It's foreign language to them. Right. And then if you're lucky enough or fortunate enough to come on the other side of it, you know, it just made life that much more plentiful, bro, because you can share those experiences with others. Yeah. Now, tapping in on the last part of LLC, which I kind of, let me just hit pause. Yeah, tapping into the LLC part, right? A lot of benefits there, right? Most people use it for tax write-off purposes. Oh, for sure. Whatever the case may be. Yes, sir. But I know before we hopped on live here for YouTube, we was talking about 401k. Right. Being able to tap into it based on whatever needs, you know, as they mentioned, rainy day needs. For sure. What's the other term? And what's the other term? Far as if you take out a deposit? Yeah, like say you need it for a rainy day, but it's another day, it's another term for it. But anyway, it don't matter. But anyway, so in this case, right, her business model was centered around, as you mentioned, her personal credit. So I'm sure there has to be a way where she leaned in on having some type of savings. For sure. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. But if you think about on a personal level, so, you know, us right now, the 9-to-5 guys, right? 401ks. Right. We was going through, in comparison, kind of just different ways we can dream big. Oh yeah. I'm gonna sum it up as that. Mm-hmm. Right. So I know personally I have tapped my 401k a couple of times. Gotcha. Understood. Right. For different business ventures that I tried, you know, whether I was my project, buying the equipment one time. I did all of that.
Indeed.
But it's so many benefits when it comes to the 401k.
For sure.
So
I admire that, man.
yeah.
Because I think for me, it's been kind of like a robotic position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where I just let it sit.
Yeah.
I had to get educated on it.
Yeah.
I
definitely let it build. Yeah.
For sure. And I'll even go as far as saying, because of my skin complexion, I didn't get the layout. You know what I mean? The other new hires, like, hey, come on, sit down. Let me give you some game. Eventually, I got some game. As I mentioned, one of the IT guys on his way out. To his credit, I think he left with $1 million. He worked 30 years though. But he talked about the fluctuality of how aggressive you are in certain seasons.
Yeah.
But as you said, it gives you an opportunity to project plan. So let's just say in theory, you say, hey man, I get my hands on $20K, whether that's a down payment on the crib, whether it's an entrepreneurship, upstart, whatever it is, or you just outright need to survive. Yeah. You can pull from this, and as long as you cool with the repayment terms, you can do that. And you can do that at various times in your career, because as we know, reality hits. You know what I mean? You may be solid in your 20s, you get close to your 40s, you're like, man, I'm trying to figure this thing out, because you have life events that happen. So that was one of the things I shared with one of the new hires, to, if nothing else, go with what they match, but have a plan with that money. Don't just, hey, pull some here and there, because it's pointless. Why have the cash in your account if you don't need it? But it's power in that, to even say, I have the opportunity to go do whatever I want to do.
And that's what I was going to say.
There you have
it. My viewpoint of it is, especially if you got messed up credit, you can avoid the loan route.
Gotcha.
For personal loans.
Gotcha.
And tap your 401k. Now, you do have to pay it back as you're working at your job. And
for sure.
It's every 2 weeks, whatever that payment option is. That's how they tap you.
Oh, yeah.
But hopefully you did what you need to do with the money that you took out.
Right.
To create the space that you need.
Indeed.
Where, okay, damn, now I'm losing $300 every month from that payback, but I'm able to do something different than I always want to do.
Indeed. And then another point I'll make, as I said, everybody's situation is different. So because of my expenses monthly, if I was to, because I've only tapped into it once in just a small amount to get my feet wet, to kind of get ideas, and to address some bills. But if I was to go back in and let's just say I grab 10 or 15, I would rather, even if I say, hey, I'm gonna go work a BS job, part-time, just to replenish whatever those monies are, so that I can return to some sort of normalcy. Let's just say I say, I'm gonna get right, exactly. So that's how you can kind of offset some of those things too. Yeah, you're gonna give up your time, but you trying to get to a point. I guess, what's your goal? You follow what I'm saying? So that's me speaking in real time. You know what I mean? So yeah. But how many cats we know could have these conversations? You know what I mean?
I mean, hopefully most, because most jobs do have 401k options, but we don't know if people have enough funds to set that to the side.
Because as we said, you've been working in your space 10 plus years, you see it, and I'm pushing 10.
Yeah.
Well, of course, because it's different levels, but we depending on when you got into the workspace.
Yeah.
So that matters, yeah.
I mean, when I first joined, I thought it was all retirement funds, pensions. That's all I ever heard on TV.
Gotcha.
So back to the psychology of money, and he was actually talking about experiences. So if my parents knew how to handle their money based on, let's say stock building.
Gotcha.
As an example.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they invest.
Right.
Versus somebody else, different level of income, their investment might be the parlays.
Right.
the lottery.
All
these different things. So where now it's like, dang, they're actually trying to come up with their rainy day funds.
Right.
Through a gamble versus investment.
Yeah, and that's the challenge because you got instant gratification compared to delayed gratification, which especially in this day and age, we want the instant. You want the instant,
but I would say, dog, just being in this space for the last 10 years, and also coming from a space of used to, I guess, do those parlays a lot.
Gotcha.
The delayed gratification has always won for me. Mm-hmm. It has always won. Mm-hmm. So I can look at the account and be like, it's 120 in there.
Yes, sir.
Versus,
yes, sir.
I know I'm risking $20 on somebody else's talent. As we see today, the Yankees.
The agony.
At one point, bro. The Yankees.
Woo, my God.
$25 for a $600 payout. But anyway.
Yeah. I digress.
It's like you can't put your hard-earned money for one, that's not pocket money in a sense, where you're dependent on it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you can't put that on the gamble.
Nah, it ain't gonna work. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. But to your point, far as saying, going to the psychology of money position, everybody family dynamic different, bro.
Right, so I said,
man, listen. Yeah. Because I came from the cash street, play 4, mega meal. 100%. This is what we doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, right. Ask you them questions. Like, what you asking me that for? I'm gonna go play it. Man, crazy, bro. But we talk about the dynamic of money, understanding money, and that lesson was missed. That lesson is missed in most inner city communities. That's just the reality of it, because they are in a survival mode. There is no cushion. So how can I think straight when I'm thinking about these bills? Yeah. And to be honest, I ain't gonna say I agree with the administration, but having a limit on how long we gonna look out relative to man, I should did that shit 20 years ago, man. My family would be ahead. But it created a illusion of comfort to where when you got ready to want better and go get a job, now we more aggressive on what we want you to pay towards your living expenses, when it should have been immediate from the beginning. But if you promote being lazy or being comfortable, and you can pay rent of $11 every month, like, come on, man. Now you got generations of families that are dependent upon this environment, to where whenever there's an administration that changes every 4 years, you can't depend on that. You know what I mean? So, but again, it takes time to understand that. But once you do know better and do better, and you try to send that message, you're gonna get some real pushback.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, as far as like
Rams won.
The Rams won?
Yes,
okay, that's a bet. Needed that. But what the Ravens looking like?
Ooh.
What the Ravens looking like?
37-13, bro.
37-13.
Jesus.
All right.
Oh God.
Out of there. Something told me not to touch that game, though. Something told me not to touch
Very underwhelming, man. I do not understand. Jesus, man.
So, okay, just to go back real brief. Experiences, household, how you was raised, all that plays a huge factor in how you learn about money.
Right.
And I remember, I can't remember if it was MLK or I think it was MLK. Like, you got to live outside of your box.
Oh, for sure. Because
if you don't, you will fall to the same habits that you're growing up and seeing your whole life, right? So if we can lean in on, if somebody who's just starting out, say your son's starting out,
right,
jumping into the job for 17,
right,
what would you recommend he do as far as like savings?
Relative to the savings?
Yeah, would you say invest in the market early, or have your 401k at 10% early? What would you do? Because if you think about the match.
Well, I would say, one, I want to figure out what lane you're going to go into. I'm definitely going to push for vocational training. Go get you a trade.
Vocational still?
And then, then if you do go to college, let's do some in-state first.
Well, no, let's say he went working. Let's say, I don't want to go to college. I don't want to get vocational job.
He went to
Public. Trader Joe's.
Right.
Great job.
And you're asking which area would I push more, the 401k
investing or stock market?
I wouldn't want them to do both. Because I would say, okay, if they give you 5, definitely match the 5. You know what I mean? As far as your options. And then as far as stocks, why not get your feet wet? Because in reality, you're going to need both. If you're really trying to navigate the times, you're going to need both. Right. Because stock market going to fluctuate and your 401k going to fluctuate. But if you can get to a point of, hey, Pop, I'm going to go grab 5 and I'm putting 3,000-4,000 in the stock market because I've got news about such and such stock. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you want to get your pair of shoes, that's fine, but that's a different conversation for a 17-year-old.
I like that you brought that up, man. And I'm thinking in the sense of just space of buying things. Right. A couple years ago, I sold my Rolex back. I ain't want them no more. All my Jordans, I'm selling off now. I don't want them no more.
You over the season?
I think it was just a space of attaining things that you never had before.
Man, you spoke on it.
And it's like, okay, I can easily get it now, regardless of what it costs. So it's like I don't really want it
You don't
anymore.
have it. You don't have the thirst no more.
And I'm just like, bro, I got 40 boxes just sitting in the closet.
Yeah,
which I could turn each. I ain't even gonna sell them for a higher rate. I just want $80, $90 back.
Ain't bad at all.
Times 40.
Yeah, that's a nice piece of change.
That's a nice piece of change, right? So I'm 100%. I lean towards the investing part.
Gotcha.
Like these IPOs be hitting. Like when that stock first jump on the market, get into it. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, there are some that dipped mighty low, but then they came back straight.
Oh yeah, for sure. So patience.
So I love the investing part. 401k, when I first got to my job, they didn't match us 100%. You had to go through the ranks, 25, 50, 75, 100. So the first 4 years, it was just like I ain't really seeing no true return. So I had it up to 6%, but it wasn't building like how it was building now. Like, bro, to see 100% return on something that you put in, you don't get that nowhere else. Jesus. And that's why the benefit of striving for a higher position makes the difference.
And there you have it.
You gotta go. Like, bro, at the end of the day, if you're not leaning for growth, and I'm like, I just want to be here, you're in the wrong space.
You're in the wrong space, right. So quick comparison. Here's the dynamic between the private space and the public space. On the public side, nothing changes. Nothing changes. Yeah, you may get a few more extra dollars on your check depending on your position, but nothing changes relevant to your 401k benefits. As you said, matching 100%, therein lies the motivation. As in my conversations with my supervisor, present, past, we're adults. We're financially driven. Where's the financial incentive to go for the jobs, to do whatever y'all want us to do? Because where's the money? The money makes the difference. And that is where that's how I know that my time is coming to an end on the public side, just because you can't grow financially. And as you're growing, maturing, going through the matriculation process, your money gotta grow because the economy is growing.
So in your space, as you get promotions,
gotcha.
What's the ceiling for a promotion, like salary wise?
It's contingent upon, it's like a category and then a step. Okay. So depending upon, let's just say, for example, I became a senior officer. Tomorrow, my salary will increase 6% from what I'm already making. Okay. And then, to my understanding, once you go into the supervisor space, it's contingent upon the range and your experience like that. So let's just say if a supervisor makes 110 to 125, they'll make a decision wherever they feel as if I need to fit, far as the category and the step. And then from there, annually, you'll get 1 or 2 steps after the evaluation period. That's how it works. But it's a caterpillar pace.
So also in the public space, because obviously I don't invest in stocks unless it's your personal thing. So the only benefit they have is, there's 2 benefits, a pension and a 401k. Right. So 2 separate things. Right. But the pension grows based on what? Because I never understood that. How does a pension grow?
I don't have the education behind it, bro. I don't. I've never had nobody from HR. I've never had no OG. Nobody come talk to me. Got it. Anything I know about TSP is what I've learned on my own, or what the IT guy shared with me in my time in New Orleans. That's it. Okay. But it's definitely miseducation relevant to benefits or post-retirement. None of those conversations I had, bro, at all, which is lacking in a major way. Because they don't emphasize. I think they get caught up in a public servant space as opposed to how can we grow financially? How can we put you on a success plan to home ownership? To of course they don't want you to have a business without their approval, but there's no conversations outside of day-to-day tasks. And that's the problem.
It's similar, but there are resources that you can go find information.
There you have it. And I will say that too. Yeah. They do have it.
Yeah, they have resources.
They have it.
But like when you show up to work, no, we don't have a whole class where before you go do whatever your task are, you get an hour here. No.
Gotcha.
It got to be something that you want to seek out and be curious about.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. And I will say that too. They do have some, I would say, on the JNet, which is kind of like webinars and things like that, to where you can educate yourself, which I'll take responsibility for that. Yeah. It's definitely considering I have kids, I need to educate myself better relevant to pension and much more in-depth conversations. Right. So I'll take the hit on that.
And then last question regarding the pension. So at what year is it solidified where you're going to get this pension regardless? Is it year 5? 20 years?
Got to do at least 20 years.
So if you leave before 20, you don't get
shot. Nothing. You probably get some sort of supplemental, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Some sort of severance, whatever, term they want to come up with. But full benefits pension is 20 years. Yep.
Wow.
57 is mandatory, 50 is eligible. I came in at 28, so I can't leave until I'm at least 50. So what is that? I got 22 in the game, baby. I'm at 8. I'm at pushing 9. So got a while to go, bro. But the conversation is where I'm at today. I will not be a year from now, 2-3 years from now, relevant to investing or understanding money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a gamble doing something to where all you need to win is one time. You hit one time. That's it.
What psychology of money say? Luck and risk.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And it just, from my understanding, and again, I got to refresh myself. It's been maybe 2-3 months since I've last read it. It just it helps you have a better understanding of how money works, relevant to running a business. The real world space relevant to money. You know what I mean? To give you historical perspective as well. Because I mean, nobody's relationship to money is the same. That's just what it is. Yeah. You know much more than I do on the stock market side. My TSP is totally different from yours. You feel what I'm saying? To where you've been aggressive in that space, and I have not. You feel what I'm saying? But I got the cash there, to where I mean, man, I don't even compare myself to the projects no more. No. But just to other professionals, how are you walking a similar path relevant to investing, business, stock market? Because that's what's going to separate you long term. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, but that's to your point, saying get outside the box, get outside your environment. Yeah, you cannot, bro, at all.
All right. So leaning into that space is a pending government shutdown, as you know.
Yes, sir.
A lot of the stock world is saying it's a pending recession, right? So we just talked about 401k savings, and being able to tap into emergency funds. That's what
right. Emergency funds. Gotcha. Well, I definitely wasn't gonna say that
one. And as we know, 401k goes with the market. Right.
Right.
So in this case, with the pending shutdown, for one, I know it's going to affect many things. For sure. Especially in your space.
Oh man.
But like how do you now pivot? Do they give you the space to? Well, obviously, you would go pick up a second job if you wanted to.
Right, for sure.
But like, how else would you pivot to make sure you survive in the same kind of space that you've been surviving?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. First, I'm going to get me a big loan, something nice, 10, 15. I need that, just because we don't know how long it's gonna be. Yeah. And I'm going to be aggressive with those funds.
What was the last time? It was how long?
Was it when I first got on? Was it on about that time? Probably. But to your point, man, definitely looking for a second job. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get, I'm going to take from my 401k, 510 and just sit on and just kind of, try to, hunker down, try to get in survival mode. That's basically what it is, And I'm pretty sure that the government may present some sort of relief at some point. What was the other little stipend check they gave? That's crazy, bro. But we'll take whatever they offer to us, man. But I think in your best approach to something like that is just being more reserved as opposed to living like you're, like it's just a normal time frame. You got to be reserved. You got to have you reserved and ration whatever you got going on.
The longest one was 35 days. That ain't too bad. But to miss a month of a paycheck, though.
For sure.
That could be detrimental to a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. And to my understanding, they pay it, I guess, what they call it,
back pay?
Retro pay, yeah,
okay.
For sure. Yeah.
That was cool then.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah. I don't know, man, with the way, what they call him, the orange man.
Oh, yeah, man.
with everything that's happening, I don't know if he'll let it get there, because he's trying to win the market over right now. And I think that'll be the beginning to what everybody is deeming a recession.
Gotcha.
So I don't know.
My only thing with some of the things he does is Of course, he has smart people around him.
Yeah.
I believe. But I just think some of the hiring be just so they're so incompetent. Some of the people in his cabinet, like, bro, what is this? Oprah, you get a job. Like, bro, your influence speaks for itself. Get competent people in line, man.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that he was indicting the former FBI director, what is going on, true, man? And you had several prosecutors that didn't want to participate just because, come on, that's career detrimental, bro. And you have some that are willing to do anything, but those are typically the people you don't want to hire or don't want to put in place. You're gonna fire them anyway, you know. So that's my only pushback on some of the things that's happening, man. Like, you know, if I'm 80 years old, I'm going to do what I want to do just like he doing what he want to do because I've been doing it for so long. But when it's affecting so many people, you got to draw back on something, man. So I digress, bro.
But yeah, man, you were saying in that space with the remembrance being on the day of George Floyd.
That's tough, man. I think that a lot of times, you know, things like that is not a coincidence. I think those things are strategic. And it's the biggest thing is just the divisive energy. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. Even with Charlie Kirk, you know, pretty sure he's a good husband. Good, you know, there are things within his community, but it's just the rhetoric. That rhetoric created that energy, you know, to where somebody was willing to go that far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest thing. Well, the biggest lesson for me that I took from it. You know, just that he deserved to be killed in that fashion. You know, in front of his wife and kids. Of course not, bro. You know, but it's just. In this day and age and these times, you know, with the divisive energy that's out there, you know, politics has always been connected to violence, unfortunately. So, you know, so prayers and condolences to his family, bro. Yeah. But as far as it being on the same day as George Floyd, considering the unrest and the parades, the global response from that, that's I think is inappropriate, bro. Right. To be honest with you, because the two walk two different paths, if nothing else.
Yeah, the man's birthday was George Floyd's birthday was October 14th, 73, and that's the same day they got the Remembrance Day. That's nasty crazy work, bro.
Woo, Jesus, man.
Nasty work.
You got some different people in that building, man.
And it's like, do they not think about the other side?
No, bro. It's like and I love my sisters, but I'm going off my experience with them. It's like dealing with a woman and they're trying to find ways to just get you riled up. You know what I mean? Get you to put your hands on them or to get you to cuss them out or whatever. You know, and again, I've never been in a position where I've had to be verbally or physically abusive to any woman, but I just think we all know that women know how to push buttons. Yeah. And I just think that the current administration that's their intent, in my opinion, to get responses from the other side. It ain't just blacks; it's black, brown, anything that doesn't align with how they think. You know, in the Republican space. You know, how can we create reactions for good or bad? You know, so it's crazy, bro. Really is, man.
My boy Evan, who was on the show a couple weeks ago, he was just like, it's crazy that we as black people go to sleep thinking about how we can be in a space and do all these certain things, but when they go to sleep, they ain't thinking about
at all, bro. It's a crazy dynamic.
But that's how we are messed up psychologically.
Indeed. Yeah, so it's strategic now.
It is. Oh yeah. By design.
Oh,
as
for
we
sure.
Always been saying.
Yeah,
by design.
For sure.
By design.
Indeed. Crazy, bro.
What we got next, bro? Halloween coming up.
Yes, sir. My daughter's birthday on the 17th, man.
Nice.
I think she's a Libra. I don't follow the horoscope stuff like that. But my oldest, shout out to Miss Kalani Hollinger.
You say October what?
Her birthday is October 17th.
17. Mm-hmm. What that's a Libra or?
I think a Libra. I think that's what it is.
Okay. Yeah, it's a Libra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what.
And very intelligent, driven, beautiful.
How old?
Handful, but she'll be 7, bro.
7. Ooh.
She'll be 7, bro. Yeah. Praying, baby. I'm praying, baby. That's all I can say. I'll be reserved with my comments.
That's a big
relevant
age,
to the experience, but time goes by fast. Don't wait on nobody, bro.
Yeah.
She know how to text, call, Do it all. I'm pretty, great student.
You got her a phone?
Yeah, she had a phone early. Yeah, bro. I need direct communication. But she's on the app. She's doing it all, man. Her and my son, we got a group text and everything. I even got my youngest baby on there, but hers is on her iPad. But it's just a way for me, I wanted to give them the option to get right to me when they need to.
Right.
But as we know, it's seasons with everything, and it takes time and maturity. So take it one day at a time, bro.
All right, bro. Let me see what else I got here, man. I don't know if I got anything else out there, man.
All bets dead in the water.
All of them.
Lamar Jackson threw for 147 yards. Derrick Henry ran for 42 yards. San Fran lost to.
They did?
26.
Rigged, man. It's all rigged.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I got that live load, man. But shoot,
Wow. Got me early cash out. 2.50 bring me 59. All field goals.
No, let me see that.
Yes, sir. Got me a little, what is that, five leg? Yes, sir. Take it, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's really all I can think of right now.
Nah, I mean, I think we did a solid job overall, man. I think a lot is going on, but we still able to touch on some relevant events. Definitely the financial part. The biggest thing is just the education centered around learning from others' mistakes, and then how we can maneuver ourselves. Because, the American dream was a lie.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say that, bro. It's hard. And I think last point I'll make about it is if you compare yourself to the next man, especially a younger cat, you're gonna go in the dog, man. Yeah. Just because social media played a big part. There was an athlete into the recruitment process. In addition to the full ride student is totally different from the lone student. And most of us were loan guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So if you got student loans, you're not playing the same game as somebody that had a full ride scholarship. They left college in the green. You know what I mean? And that's why I say the vocational route may be ideal, bro. If you ain't got a full ride academically or from an athletic standpoint, stay in the state. You know what I mean?
And save your eligibility.
There you have it.
Work on yourself.
There you have it.
You might become something different in 2 years.
Most definitely, because I know we know plenty of late bloomers.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
And that's a great point, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I conclude with that, bro.
That's a great point.
Yeah, man. And I'm speaking to myself because you see cats you play ball with younger or just in general, and it's easy to I ain't got this, I ain't got that, I want this, I want that. Get out of that space, man. Mm-hmm. Get out of there, man. Because you're gonna turn red, bro. Get out of there. Because at the end of the day, bro, small things happen. Like you said, quick point, you bought 40, 50 pair of Jordans. I remember doing the same thing. The reason why I did it, similar to you, I never experienced it as a kid. So I got that rush, that Jordan rush, and then it faded. I don't even have the need I don't have the desire to wear a chain. I ain't got, man, I rotate the same damn 6, 7 pair of pants, whatever it is. Just because you're in a different place to where simplicity has taken over.
Yeah.
You got your work outfit, your workout clothes, and where you going the way you need 40 pair of jeans? Where you going? Or 40 pair of shoes? For what? Yeah. It's pointless.
Simplicity gonna always win too.
Oh, most definitely, bro. But it takes time to get to that point.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, and we knocking on that door, baby. 40 Woo! A lot of people ain't make it there, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was looking in the mirror today, bro. I'm just like, dang, 37.
Yes, sir.
I had to whisper that.
I got grades in my bed.
Man, listen. Listen. I'm low-key afraid of cutting his hair off, bro.
For real. You got them grades up top, dog. But why cut it? I mean, you've been grinding for a minute.
I have since 2019.
Gotcha.
But my look has been the low cut though.
Gotcha. Okay, that was your look.
That was my look.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I go to base every week, baby. $35. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. That's not a piece of change. $140 a month. Ain't bad. Yeah. I between working out and haircuts, mandatory condition. Mandatory condition. What you do for you. I know what you do for others, but what do you do for you? Right. That's what I could live with that bill. Gym and haircuts. Got to do it. it's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Stay afloat, baby. Look good. You got to. You want to compete, these young boys, they buying acres for these babies.
They are.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow.
It was stolen funds, though. Some car.
Man, behind, and I'm gonna say this briefly, behind every huge success story, though, there is some dirty money.
Oh,
bro.
for sure. Come on, man.
Especially
Especially in Miami. Come on, now.
Yeah, but
legal money,
if you
old
think
money.
about, let's take it to the other side, the Rockefellers.
For sure.
You know the stuff that they did to get their money.
I don't know in depth.
Man, like
I don't know in depth.
from the robberies to the killing to fraud in the system. No, they did the same thing that we be trying to do. Not we, but people.
Wow.
It's all there.
Blood money.
Blood money.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Follow the money. That's crazy. I'm gonna look that up.
I mean, they got documentaries on it, bro.
Oh. Kill knocking folks off.
Knocking folks off. In New York? Oh, man, come on. Remember, that's where the mob started.
Right.
Well, then Chicago. But, yeah.
Wow.
It was a different time period to where when those things happened,
right,
you was able to get away with it for a long time for one and accumulate the wealth that you needed. You can't do that now. It's too many cameras.
Well, yeah, technology is
Too many cameras,
on another
bro.
level. Yeah.
In a week, you out of there.
And then you got too many agencies now. Yeah,
Yeah.
they own you. Yeah.
Like you got to legit live off the grid to do anything, and you can't even live off the grid really because there's something on you that's tracking you, bro. They probably injected something in you at birth. You don't even know. But we won't go there.
Get it out of me.
You won't even know.
Crazy work, bro. Wow.
Put it right behind your ear, and you wonder why the back of your ear always be hurt.
That's crazy, bro.
Anyway, man, let's get up out of here, bro.
Solid, bro. Never in the books, dog. Yes, sir.